Look at this happy little guy. Too bad he doesn't know that he's going to be crushed into an oblivion to be made into our meal tonight. Hi, SonicBlu Darkfold here, and this happy little goldfish and all of his friends in this bag are going to become the breading for tonight's meal. And as suggested by Ranger Stormwolf last week on the old Pawpets show, this time we're going to do it. We're going to take buffalo wing goldfish puffs, grind them up in the Cuisinart, and then use that as breading for our chicken, which we are going to bake. So we are going to have buffalo puffed. What would you call this? I had a name for it last week, and I can't remember what it was. It was Puffalo chicken. That's what I called it. Puffalo chicken. All together. Puffalo chicken. It's not buffalo chicken. It's Puffalo chicken with a P. But first, let me give it a taste test. You are going to make a very interesting breading. So let's get started. I'm going to take several of these little goldfish guys and fill up the Cuisinart with buffalo style puffs. And you can use the mega cheddar, you can use the cheese and bacon, or you can go right over to the buffalo ones, which is going to give it a nice extra spicy kick. Use these wisely here. Oh, you decided to jump ship, didn't you? That's funny, a fish jumping ship. No fishes went into the ship as long as they were caught first. Okay, filling up the Cuisinart with goldfish. And you too. Okay, that should do it. Now, put this thing on and fire away. Oh, those poor defenseless goldfish, why? Why did I have to do that? Why? Why did I have to crunch them up into little tiny little pieces? I'm a murderer. I'm a murderer of goldfish. But they're gonna be so good. So that's why we're doing it. All right, let's get that which we have grounded up into a sand into a bowl. A nice big bowl like this one. Inside our blade, we might need it later. If you want to get the rest of that dust out of there, use your finger until you got all of that in there. Okay, that might not be that much, but we'll reserve those guys to the side. First thing you want to do is you want to take and wash your chicken breasts. Make sure they're nice and clean. And then, I don't have any paper towels, but we can just sort of shake them dry. Then, once you have your dry chicken, soak it in a bowl of buttermilk. When you got it all nice and covered in that buttermilk, drop it right into your bowl. And cover your chicken buffalo stuff. Okay, here's where towels, lots of them will come in handy. So I'm gonna have to borrow this one. All right, you need to have dry hands when you're working in this part of the project. Okay, now, with your palm, press and compress buffalo breading, which we are gonna call Puffalo breading, onto your chicken so that it's nice and covered like this. And then take it right onto the cookie sheet. And follow suit with the rest of your chicken. Now I think what would really help this along is if everybody got together their magical powers and said the magic words and helped us perform a little kitchen magic. What do you say? And what we're going to do is we're going to have all of you out there repeat the magic words that is going to get all this chicken breaded with all of this. So, remember, don't sneak any of this stuff out because I need it for breading my chicken. So if you eat any of these puffs, I will get very upset and this meal may not happen. So concentrate now on fulfilling the request of coating all of this chicken with all of this buffalo breading. So what we want to do, yeah, you might come away with a little bit of bald spot, but if you do, just take a little pinch of that breading and just repair it, just like that. Okay. Now, with your collected efforts, I want all of you to concentrate out there and get together your working imaginations. We're going to imagine all of this chicken to be breaded with all of this buffalo breading, and then onto that. So, are you ready now? Gather together all your wits, everybody out there. Gather together all your wits, all your magic powers, and everything you've got, and we're going to say the magic words that is going to get this happening. So, let's concentrate on that cookie sheet. All right, ready? Okay. Now, with the wave of my hand, the magical plan is to bread all of my chicken fast as they can. And viewers can do. Look at that. That is what I call kitchen magic. Look, all of them covered with this beautiful buffalo breading. Buffalo breading. You missed a spot right there. How could you let that little spot escape your sights, man? Well, that's okay, because beginner's luck, hey, you know what? We managed to cover a lot of this stuff. So let's get this in a preheated oven of 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to bake it for 30 to 45 minutes. Or until the top is nice and crispy. And it's got a nice singe of burn on the top of it. Just not too much, not too little, but just enough to where it shows you it's done. And while we go over a few things, first of all, I know it's tempting, and I know that this there might be some leftover crumbs, some breading, but save yourself and toss it out. Mainly because you don't want to eat anything that has raw chicken, that has been touched by raw chicken because of the salmonella issues. You don't want that. And also, if you have any buttermilk left over, dump it right out in the sink. Do not even use it. Because we have gone far and beyond what we needed to do with all of those ingredients and the way to do it with. We don't need to worry about what to do with the excess. Except for the fact that you need to clean all the stuff. So, we're just going to let this soak for a little while. And always remember to clean up after yourself. Now, on the side of this, try some with some Idahoan brand potatoes. Why? Because you don't have to add milk. All you have to do is just add water and a little bit of margarine. So let's go ahead and get our potatoes started. Just going to heat that up to boiling. And to make these potatoes, it's very simple. All you gotta do is just follow the directions on the back. How difficult could it be? Even a 5-year-old can do it. A caveman can do it. A 5-year-old girl can do it, and she has no arms. Take a look at our chicken. It's starting to juice up nicely, and smell that smell. It smells like buffalo chicken to me. Oh, that smells good, and it looks good too. And we thank Ranger Stormwolf for giving the idea, for giving us this recipe and giving us something new to try. And see, this is the way Pawpets is. With our viewers, we love every single one of you out there that watches us. We even take some of your suggestions and try them out on the show. We go out of our way to put it together. And this one's for you, Ranger Stormwolf. And if it wasn't for your idea, we wouldn't have this delicious idea to do for dinner. Well, it probably would have come to us eventually, but well, Ranger got to it first, so we have to give him credit. We have to give him credit. Ranger Stormwolf, this is your recipe, man, and so we're going to be throwing this one together in honor of the idea that you gave us. See, we're not just the creators. Our viewers love to create too, and they send suggestions to the show. If you got a suggestion for the Pawpets to venture into, go ahead and throw it our way. We just might use it. So, what do you say we wait for the chicken to be done, we'll pull it out, we'll serve it up, we'll give everybody a chance to taste it and see what they think of it, and whether or not we should either praise Ranger Stormwolf for giving us the idea for this recipe, or chase after him with pitchforks and torches to give him a little scare. We wouldn't do that. No, of course we wouldn't do that. Maybe. No, I'm kidding, of course. I know it's going to be delicious because these flavors really do go well together. So, what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and wait out the rest of the time for that chicken to cook. We got everything over here on very low heat. Take me out to the kitchen, take me out where there's food. Get some potatoes and cream corn stat. I don't care if we all go get fat, cause it's 1, 2, 3 things of food-ins, and if we don't eat, that's a shame, cause it's 1, 2, 3 plates of food at the Pawpets kitchen. Okay, so it doesn't rhyme, but hey, magic is everywhere, isn't it? Especially in the kitchen, right here at the Pawpets studios. What do you say we pull the chicken out and see some real magic happen? All right, here we go. The oven mitts are on. Let's drag this out. Ooh, that's what we want right there. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Nice and evenly baked. Doesn't that look good? All right. They shrink considerably, but they'll do that because it's chicken, it's meat. But I say it's time to call this recipe a wrap. And it's 1, 2, 3 forks, you're out at the Pawpets kitchen. But don't just take our word for how good this is going to taste, because we don't know ourselves. What do you say? Yeah, use a steak knife for this one. You say I know the potatoes are good. I was looking them off my fingers when I was trying to get it off the spoon, but let's go ahead and see how well it turned out. That actually turned out really good. I like it. And yes, I will eat it, Sam I am. So we're gonna take our plates, we're gonna say see you later, and try this recipe out with brand new Goldfish crackers. These are the buffalo flavor, but you might want to try yours with the cheddar or the cheese and bacon. But however your boat floats, make sure that you float right along with the Goldfish to delicious chicken satisfaction. This is SonicBlu Darkfold for the Pawpets crew. Signing off for now. Try this at home, you'll love it. Nothing. I was just nothing. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. You heard nothing. I just killed a bunch of goldfish. I just killed a bunch of goldfish. Whoa, this is Mongo lessons. Yes! Wow. I think that one shattered the window. Man.
The burp that broke the show.
The burp that broke the host. Let's go ahead and turn on our corn. Oh, corn. I've wanted this so badly. I know you did too. So what do you say, huh? That's not how you turn on the corn. I meant turn on the heat under the corn. That's what I meant to say. But you knew well that already. Anyway, let's see. 2 cups of Wawa to medium-sized saucepan and heat water on high to a boil. That ain't high, that's high. Remove. I love it how it just says different colors in the instructions. Like you're supposed to emphasize. Add 2 cups of water to a medium-sized saucepan and heat water onto a high boil. Got it. Remove. Boiling water from heat and immediately stir an entire pouch of potatoes. Terrific. Mix thoroughly to moisten all potatoes and let stand 1 minute. Stir well and serve. Heavy emphasis on these words. I don't know. I just love messing with packaging and the way they do things. What can I do for our blooper reels? I have no idea. What can I do for our blooper reel? Since we really don't have much to work with. There you go. There's your blooper. I'm SonicBlu Darkfold, and I can juggle somewhat. Well, that's just a half of it. Okay. Okay, now for those of you that don't know how to open up a bag of Idahoan potatoes, let me show you that in slow motion. Ah. Voila. I like how they give you just this much potato in this much bag. What are they trying to prove? Now, I know potato chips are done that way because you need the extra air for cushioning so that you don't crush the chips when they get to you. But potatoes are already crushed and turned into dust. Look, I mean, you can fit 2 of them in here. Look at this. Look at that. Gave it 2 envelopes worth of Idahoan potatoes and still have room at the top. Look at that. Look at that. Doesn't that look a lot better? Wouldn't you love to get one of these in the stores instead of one of these little tiny things? This could feed 4 to 6 people in 1 envelope. It's the end of hunger as we know it. People in Ethiopia would love to have this. They'd also love to have running water too, but that's beside the point. At least we don't need milk in order to make these. Because we don't have none. We don't have none. Don't have none, that's a double negative. How in the heck? My English teacher's gonna kill me if she sees this episode.
Ain't got none.
We ain't got none. We don't got none. Heck, if my English teacher ever heard me talking like that, she'd probably want to send me home with the yardstick, hand it to my mother, so that whenever I use it around the house, my own mother can smack me with it. And we could just turn them off for the time being, and then before we pull the chicken out, we just heat those back up again. It's the beauty part of cooking. So is that, but that's the beauty part of eating. Anyway, I think we have enough blooper reels.